Good morning, Australia. First of all, I just wanted to send my deepest condolences to all those brothers and sisters that lost their loved ones yesterday in Sydney shooting. I just wanted to shed some light on a massive betrayal and criminal act from Albanese government against its own people and nation. I am in immigration detention center for about 7 months now, and what I have witnessed is the amount of foolishness and lack of foresight that applies on this government. So all these people you see here, they came to Australia 20 to 50 years ago as a child with their parents. And they are only here as a result of the previous change in law of 501, which allows government to cancel any form of permanent residency towards any person in case of any criminal act. So the illusion it creates as a protective wall towards Australian people is that they're keeping the country safe from harm. But the truth is that it's biggest scam and a lie of all time. All these people that you see here are here as a result of petty crimes such as shoplifting, unlicensed driving, drink driving, mostly false TV charges, and none of them are truly criminals. These are respectable people that you can come across anywhere in this country, people that came across a wrong turn in their lives as a human being. Well, look, I'm not supporting any of these acts that they've done, but in definition of criminal activity, I see no criminal in here. Especially nowadays that we are living in very stressful conditions as a price of rent, shopping carts, and problems in the families that they're enduring just because of foolishness of this government. And comparing Australia with 27 million people to bigger nations such as United States that has 350 million people living there. They're fooling Australia. That's a stupid excuse to put your own nation into hardship by comparing these two nations. I'll jump into the point. 2023, before they changed the law from 3 years jail time to only 12 months top sentence, these detention centers were empty, and while being empty they made around $5 billion in 5 years time. By applying this law, now they have 1,200 people in detention unjustly, and God knows how much money is going towards their pockets, and they sell these contracts to private companies with 4 members from United States. These politicians that came up with these laws needs to be investigated. Their pockets, bank accounts, their lives. None of these people are going to be deported to their countries because they have no country. They came here as a child. They have no family member over there. Whatever the country they're coming from United States, all over Asia, all those European nations, their children, they have their families, they have their partners in here. So the only way for them to gain their freedom again is to be shoved into a system, very cruel, very cruel system that takes them from this court to another one, and it takes almost 3 years, 2 years to 5 years time. They are being intentionally misled and manipulated to stay here and fight for their freedom, and false informations to only keep them as long as possible for their own gains. These people here intentionally being kept in darkness, being manipulated and provided false information, and they almost have no access to any help from outside world. And very poor conditions here, mentally, physically. So much people are suicidal here. They have no choice but to keep it up for the hope that they're going to one day get back to their families. Mr. Albanese, you are only adding problems and more problems to this nation by dismantling these families and creating more criminals out of their children. Juvenile detention centers are getting filled by spreading hate between your own citizens while you're selling this unique land to all those investors and selling them citizenship. I'll just point that no working class could buy their own citizenship and their way into this country. Only organized crime members and terrorists have money to obtain this country's visa by paying for it. You have detained the wrong people, that's what I know, and that's what I see here. And I see you responsible for all those brothers and sisters that being slaughtered yesterday in Bondi Beach. And you and your entire government needs to be investigated for all those greed and corruption that you are bringing to this country. Those people's blood is on your hand. A Muslim-born person from Iran, and I'm fighting for peace and justice, for humanity, and all my brothers from every religion, Jewish, Muslim, Buddhist, Hindu. And it's time to take our earth back from you guys, from darkness. You are responsible for my brothers that being killed yesterday.
Yeah. Came in Australia with fuck all and they're going back over there.
How many years ago? How long you've been here?
56.
And
Years.
your country of origin is?
New Zealand. I was born there, came here as a child. So, been here all your life, but like I said, family and all that, well, I wasn't around them, even though they said, don't sign it, Dad. All right.
Would you call New Zealand home?
Not really, until I go there and figure it all out, what's going on and how I'm going to cope with that little area country.
Home is here, right?
Yeah.
Where are you coming from?
USA.
USA. How old
They
were
won't
you
have
when?
me.
Hi?
They won't have me.
How old were you when you came here?
11.
11. How old are you now?
70.
70. Would you call USA home?
No. Never.
No.
Donald Trump is a monster.
Yeah, he is. Do you have any family here?
Yeah.
A lot, right?
My partner, my son, my grandson.
How about in America?
None. Don't know anyone.
How long you've been in the camp, in the detention center now?
Shit. 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Yeah. I came in Australia to Australia when I was 4.5 years old. 1971.
And you're 59
9.
now.